Welcome to the Efficient eLearning SAP Training Series. In this video, we'll be looking at identifying the tables and fields for a quick view, reporting on vendor master deletion flags. And this is the breakdown of the topics. First, we'll review the reporting requirement. We'll then display a vendor in transaction XK03 and locate the tables and fields for the deletion flags. And finally, we'll analyze the relevant vendor master data tables using the data browser, transaction SE16, to identify the remaining fields for the quick view. Let's review the reporting requirement. In this example, we wish to report on vendor master records flagged for deletion at both general level and company code level. The report must include all vendors, regardless of whether the vendor has been extended to company code level. Additionally, the report must include the central deletion flag and the deletion flag at company code level. Here's the mock-up of the report output created in Excel. The following fields are required on both the selection criteria screen and the report output: the vendor code, the vendor name, the central deletion flag, the company code, and the deletion flag at company code level. As previously mentioned, we'll source the tables and fields for the deletion flags using the display vendor transaction, XK03, and then use the data browser, transaction SE16, to identify the remaining fields. Let's now display one of the vendors and identify the tables and fields for the deletion flags. If you're new to SAP, it's worth noting where the display vendor transaction, XK03, resides in the SAP standard menu. Start with the accounting folder. To expand the folder, click on the triangular icon to the left of the folder name. Then Financial Accounting, Accounts Payable, Master Records, Maintain centrally. Double-click on the entry for XK03 Display. Enter the vendor code and company code, and then click the Select All button. Then click the Enter button to display the vendor. Press the Enter key on the keyboard to bypass the warning message. Click on the Extras menu and choose Deletion Flags. These are the two fields that will form the basis of our quick view. Click on the checkbox to the left of All Areas and press the F1 button on the keyboard. Click on the Technical Information button. Thankfully, the table name and the field name are listed, and we can use this information to build our quick view. However, please note this method of finding the table name and field name won't work in all transactions. Note the table name and the field name for this central deletion flag. Click the Cancel button and click the Close button. Now click on the checkbox to the left of Selected Company Code and press the F1 button on the keyboard. Click on the Technical Information button. Note the table name and field name for this deletion flag for selected company code. Then click the Cancel button and click the Close button. This exercise has provided us with the tables that contain all the fields required for our quick view, namely Table LFA1, Vendor Master General Section, and Table LFB1, Vendor Master Company Code. We can now view the relevant entries in those tables using the data browser, transaction SE16, to identify the remaining fields for our report. Click the back arrow 3 times to return to the SAP main menu. Click the SAP menu button to collapse the menu. Let's now execute the data browser transaction, transaction SE16, and analyze the tables to find the relevant fields. Start with the Tools folder, then ABAP Workbench, and Overview. Double-click on the entry for SE16 Data Browser. As you can see, it defaults to the last table name that was used. Enter the first table name, LFA1, and then click the Enter button. I've set up a range of vendors specifically for this video, so I'll just type in that range of vendor numbers and then click the Execute button. I can then select a vendor and click the Display button. Now click in the vendor field and press the F1 button on the keyboard. Click on the Technical Information button. Note the table name and the field name. Click the Cancel button, and then click the Close button. Now click in the Name field and press the F1 button on the keyboard. Click on the Technical Information button. Again, note the table name and the field name. Click the Cancel button, and then click the Close button. We now have all of the field names from table LFA1. Click the back arrow 3 times. Now enter the second table name, LFB1, and click the Enter button. Again, I'll simply type in the range of vendor numbers that I created for this video and click the Execute button. I can then select a vendor and click the Display button. Now click in the Company Code field and press the F1 button on the keyboard. Click on the Technical Information button. And note the table name and the field name. Click the Cancel button, then click the Close button. We now have all of the field names from table LFB1, so we can click the back arrow 4 times to return to the SAP main menu. This is the revised mock-up of the report with the table and field names included. We now have all of the information required to create the quick view in SAP. That's all of the content for this video. Remember to give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching.